the donor families did what they did.
It might have saved their oldest son's life. Now this Douglas County family has him home after a major operation. It's been weeks since 14-year-old Nate Wells had a heart transplant. He's well enough to go home, but he still has a long road to recovery. WCIA3's Luke Ray spoke with him and his family.
7 weeks after he got a new heart, Nate Wells is mostly homebound, but he says it's much better being surrounded by family than doctors.
It's good to be home and in a regular bed.
It's good to have regular home-cooked food.
Yes. Yes.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
His aunt and uncle say that's usually the answer he gives, even though sometimes that's clearly not the case. Since the month he was born, he's been in and out of the hospital with heart-related problems. For years, he couldn't do much without his oxygen bag. After the operation, he can breathe easier both literally and figuratively.
When we got the call, how did you feel?
Nervous.
Okay.
Excited.
No matter how nervous he was, nothing was scarier than the thought of missing out on things his 14-year-old heart wouldn't let him do. Now those things don't seem so far away.
Baseball. Oh, going hiking at Turkey Run.
That's a while off, and so is going back to school. But just because he can't spend time with his classmates doesn't mean they haven't tried. Soon after he got home, the 7th and 8th graders in Villa Grove filled 2 school buses. Destination, the Wells house.
They just made a lap around the park and had signs hanging out the school bus windows and said, "Welcome home to Nate," and hollered at him and said, "Merry Christmas." And then he stepped out to the end of the walk and waved at him and gave him a thumbs up and let him know that he was up, he was mobile, and he was home. So, and they said that was all they really wanted for Christmas too.
The family can't do much for the time being, but they all agree being home for Christmas was a blessing, and they're already planning for the future. For now, it's one step at a time.
I'm still sore, but it's getting easier and easier.
That was Luke Ray reporting for us right after his transplant. His family says there was a clear difference. For years, his lips and other parts of his face had a blue color to them. His mom says that's because the transplant gave him a much warmer color in his face. Now, Nate says he plans to play baseball once he's able and ready, and he already has something to practice for. The family says the Illini baseball team asked if he'd like to throw out the first pitch at a game this season. They're hoping he will be ready to do it in the spring. We'll be right back with you.